Logs.
Oh my god, we've tapped something again. Let's do a 360. It's time to jump into Dirt Rally with the Oculus Rift DK2. Now, as you might have noticed, the menus still don't work with VR, and I think it's very much the case that Codemasters are looking to do full VR support once the consumer Rift is out and available, along with headsets like the Vive. So for now, the VR support is still pretty much in a sort of beta state, but hopefully with the force feedback changes, it should be a lot more enjoyable. So let's go to custom event. Let's go to rally. I'm going to go to Wales, and we're going to do a stage on Wales. Let's make it nice and sunny at least, so we're not tempted to drive off into a tree to end it all. And there we go. I think we're good to go now. One thing worth saying as well is that having played this after the force feedback update a bit, I did find that the some of the older cars and especially the hill climb cars on Pikes Peak are still, to me, really difficult to drive and seem a little bit erratic. Whereas oops, picked the wrong thing. Whereas the new cars, like this Ford Fiesta, Ford Fiesta shopping car, the new cars are a lot better handling and just feel more realistic to me. Feel more consistent, more drivable. Now it could just be that I'm a terrible driver and I need a nice, consistent, modern four-wheel drive car. But that's just how I found things. So people that are complaining about the handling or you're not enjoying it, definitely give some of the new cars a bit of a bash first and see what you think of them. Maybe it's the case that Codemasters are still working on the older vehicles, are still changing physics and things, so we'll have to wait and see. Of course, the game is early access, so things are going to be constantly changing, but we're ready on the stage. I'm going to have to press F11 centers the camera, so we'll do that, although I think the camera might be in the right place as is. Oh, it's in the right place, it's a miracle. But F11 centers the DK2. Bob there in his raincoat, he's not too happy with me, you know. He's giving me the stares there. He's really not happy with me. Any spectators? He's excited. No, he's clapping and nothing's even happening yet. And he's clapping and jeering. And there's the co-driver just reading his pace notes. He's managed to condense all the pace notes onto a single A5 sheet of paper. Quite incredible, really. But that's why we're paying the money. Let's get ready for the launch. Sponsored by AMD. Now I've set the wheel up to be 900 degrees, and I'm using the default force feedback settings, and I'm using the car lock to define things. Let's the handbrake's a bit far back, but we'll just make do. Handbrake on.
4.
Get ready for the launch.
2, 1, go. 40 crest, right 5.
Now they haven't changed the DK2 support since they put it in, really. Other than I think they've managed to remove there was a bug where you get something blocking your screen a bit. Oh, so really the DK2 support is still very much early on, and you can see that the car body is sort of rolling around me as if my head was suspended from the ceiling on a string. Oh no, whoa!
130 over 2 crests.
Okay, that was a bit of a disaster. It is a lot easier to play this on a screen at this point in time, which shouldn't really be the case. I mean, if you play Richard Burns Rally with the DK2, in many ways, in terms of the actual basic car handling, it's actually easier to play on the DK2 because you can look into corners.
5,
so
4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Off we go again. That didn't happen. First time on this track. So really, I do hope that Codemasters implement the VR properly at some point, because it does absolutely transform driving games when it has proper VR support. Whoa! But you can still enjoy the sort of three-dimensionality of things. The sense of speed is ridiculous. And, you know, it's nice to take in the views of the countryside as you're driving at 100 miles an hour down a 2-metre wide road.
And right 6 over crest, 200.
Totally nearly lost control over that bump there.
Over long crest.
Those spectators, the clever ones, decide to stand on top of a hill so that when I drive off into them I don't actually kill them. So you really do notice the bumps and hills are so much more in VR.
Left 6, keep in. Right 6.
I just want to take in the countryside, you know.
Crest bump. Right 6, 60. Left 6 and crest 60. Right 6.
Oh no.
Crest jump maybe 80.
So ridiculous. You feel like you're in your stomach when the car's rotating.
Right 4 crest. Into left 6, keep in 60 crest. Into left 2 long.
Bits of dirt flicking off the tyres as well, coming at you in 3D. Looks pretty cool.
And
oh!
6 half long. And left 6.
I've obviously managed to drive my car. Oh, there's no back of the vehicle. Didn't realise that. We appear to have been attacked by a T-Rex and had the back of the car eaten off. So maybe that's something that they'll add at some point when the full VR support's included in the game.
And right 680, caution, right 660, turn open hairpin left.
One thing with the DK2 though, you notice as well, is the contrast on it is so good, and I think it's partly because of the OLED screen, but also you know, because you've isolated all the light, external light sources. You are literally just looking straight at a screen. So the contrast of the colours looks really good with the DK2. Stuff like the sky and things look really believable in their actual coloration.
Open hairpin right.
Oh.
60. Left 5 long.
The shadows coming off the windscreen wipers there.
And left 5 long, keep in 130 over crest.
Co-driver did say deceptive, but we'll just drive off the track anyway.
6, keep in 80. Left 5 long, keep in 80.
This is one of those games that's really difficult to talk and drive at the same time.
Left 6 jump 60. Right 6 keep in crest 80. Right 5 over.
It's really nice with the new force feedback, especially with this car, how you can actually feel what the car's doing. Before with the force feedback, it would just stiffen up for no reason. Oops, wrong gear. Sorry about the atrocious driving here. This is certainly not a lesson in how to handle a rally car.
Left 6, caution crest and down, immediate open hairpin right.
Oh.
And gate.
In terms of performance though,
into left 5
Dirt Rally runs extraordinarily well. I have turned the graphics down a little bit for this video, but you know, even with the graphics on higher, you do tend to get a good sort of 150 FPS, and I think even with a sort of minimum spec VR system, people should be able to play this on the Consumer Rift, despite the fact the Consumer Rift will use 2 screens and have a, I can't remember the exact resolution, but it's about 30% more than the DK2, and hopefully also Nvidia working on drivers and other support should allow people to play stuff like this on medium systems. Oh my god! Oh, I think we just killed ourselves. That's the thing, you touch a tree and you know, your windscreens are all broken. That'll be £500 for the front windscreen, 200 for the side windscreen, and we're bankrupt as a race team already. The valley looks awesome. I think the damage is a little bit, I say a little bit, it is very, very forgiving in this. Like, that situation there where I sideswiped a tree would have really ended the race. So I think that's another thing that Codemasters could do, is, as an option, of course not everyone wants realistic damage, but as an option for people taking the game a little bit more seriously, have it so that the damage is more realistic.
Right 5 long, keep in, into left 6 over crest. 100.
It's so tight through here.
Left 2 long, tightens to 1. Into right 2, don't cut, keep left over crest. Right 6, keep in.
Throwing the steering wheel around.
100 crest. Right 6 through posts.
The crowd not even impressed, they just stood there.
Posts, keep left over long crest. Caution braking 150 past junction, open hairpin left.
So ridiculous, that part of the track. The co-drivers sounds like the scat man.
Gate on exit.
Oh.
Into right 6 long, keep in. Left 6 over bump.
This is too tight to talk at the same time.
4 logs.
Oh my god, we've tapped something again. Let's do a 360. I meant to do that. You know, there's a photographer there. Part of our sponsorship deal is to do 360 spins in the middle of the track for no apparent reason.
And left 6 over crest, times to 5, continues 80.
Oh.
Into left 5, keep in 100. Right 5 long. And left 5 over crest.
I think it's only cosmetic damage at the moment. I mean, the car seems to be handling as if we've got all 4 wheels. We've just dented the vehicle.
Left over crest, caution braking 100, right 4 down.
Oh, the engine actually seems to be a little bit more sluggish. So maybe we've damaged that a little bit. Who knows?
Left 6, keep in 150 line through dip, keep mid over crest.
Oh yeah, we've definitely ragged the engine.
Into right 6 over crest, 60, right 6 keep in, and left 5 over bump. Into right 6.
He's not even concerned that we're just looking at him.
Left 6 long, 80, right 6 to finish.
But there we go. Finish the stage. Oh, the car's a little bit dented. It's only a flesh wound. It's perfectly fine. But that is Dirt Rally with the Oculus Rift DK2. As I say, it's still early days. The game's still in development. Some of the cars still drive a bit wonky in my opinion, and the DK2 support still could do with a little bit of polish. But it's progressing and it's improving every patch that comes out, so it's fantastic. Definitely, if you really want to play something more solid and more finished with DK2 support, check out RBR and the I forgot his name, T Gettys or something. I'll put a link to it in the video description. Check out his DK2 support for RBR because that is mind-blowing, and obviously RBR is ancient, so it's all solid and all works perfectly. So, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button that's on the screen, and also in the video description I'll put a link to our Facebook page. See you and goodbye.